Think about that love that he had toward us. Let's picture it. Picture a family, a father. Let's say a father had a son, and that son left and went out and went to college on Dad's money. Dad sent him to college to go get an education so that he could pursue a career eventually. And he went to college, and he just blew his money partying. Terrible grades, everything. He was just out to have a good time. And his dad was disappointed in him. Yet his dad, when the son came home, finally, still had all his things in his room for him. He still had a place in his home for him. And when his son came home humble and broken and poor with a lump or two more, a couple extra scars, when the son comes home, the father had already prepared that for him. And that's how it is with God. While we're out in college, just making a mess of ourselves, Jesus went on the cross and died for us. And that's God's love for us. He doesn't say, hey, you be a good boy, Robert. You be a good boy, and then we'll talk about heaven. He doesn't say, you know what? Stop doing X, Y, Z, and then I'll start pouring out some blessings in your life. He says, I love you. I love you. And not only does he say it, but he demonstrates his love toward us. And that while we're yet sinners, Christ died for us. I don't know if you guys are aware of the manner of death on the cross. You don't bleed out. It's not bleeding through your hands and the holes in your feet is what's supposed to kill you. It's too bad I didn't have a big old cross to give a semi-demonstration. What happens is you're hanging, your feet and your hands are both very sensitive. They have nerves, so they both hurt very, very bad. But as you are hanging on the cross, you slump forward. And when you lean forward, it's harder to breathe. So what you try to do is you try to stand up on your feet. Well, after time, your feet are going to hurt really, really bad. So you lean forward and you're pulling with your arms, trying to hold yourself back. And over time, your body can't take it anymore. And you suffer until you can't breathe anymore. While we were yet sinners, Christ hung on that cross, alternating between hands and feet. For us, to reconcile us to Him. We looked at in the sermon, look at ourselves. Isaiah 53, where it talks about Jesus was here and He was a man of sorrows and grief. That we've all turned away from Him. We've all turned and hid our faces from Him. But He said nothing as He was falsely accused at His trial. He said nothing as He was sentenced to death. the death of the cross? He said, nothing.